This is Marcus from Mackans Television, and this is the review of Ari Aster's Midsommar, released in 2019. Midsommar is the story about a young girl named Dani who are invited to a festival that only celebrates every 19 years in Sweden. This film starts on brutally to then become very slow-paced at some points. It's also crucial at the part to begin the story when Dani's sister Terry kills her parents and then commits suicide on her own. A little too much and overwhelming, but perhaps unnecessary, as this matter doesn't drive the plot forward in the overall perspective. It tries to hit hard and shock the audience, as this is a reason to travel to Sweden. Some of her friends happen to have homework for Swedish culture, and it's relatively essential that they do their study in Hälsingland, Sweden.
So Josh's carries that around to annoy me.
Oh. What are you doing your thesis on again?
Stereotypical boyfriend, yet understandable, is one of the main characters in this film. Once hell breaks loose, his character fades away and then it takes more space in the story. Christian doesn't care that much for his girlfriend, not the supportive way you would expect. The Swedish guy Pelle is the guide for the new visitors and the audience, as he gives the correct exposition whenever needed.
You're doing psychiatry, right?
Psychology, yeah.
Okay.
So you know I'm nuts.
Yeah, also that funny look in your eye. So you're coming to Hälsingland?
I guess so, yeah.
All characters at the festival are introduced and everyone seems to know the rules. Everyone besides Dani and her friends. Dani and the group spends a lot of time binding with the pagan cult. There are over 60 minutes before something remotely interesting starts to happen. The friends doesn't seem to have a stable relationship, as this conflict rises when both Christian and Josh decide to do their thesis, and their relationship starts to drift apart. Director Ari Aster loves to do foreshadowing. Dani looks at some elder photograph of other queens of the festival. This is a point break in terms of how she will be ending her time at the festival 2 hours later. The music is sharp and necessary, intense when needed, but the violence is strong enough to make you feel what you need to see. It's disturbing and the clear sound doesn't go away for a long time. This movie is somewhat controversial, but the idea of this kind of film in this genre of horror is somewhat fresh to look at. With the conclusion of that the artsy direction from Aster is quite good. This film has an undefined message as well, mostly because it shows how Swedish people are. No, not the killing and the pagan cult thing, but the progressive and socialistic culture in a destructive way within the cult. It progressive gives the result of a desperate group as a community. Florence Pugh is brilliant in this, as she is driven and curious as you would be. Midsommar is excellent shot with explicit imagery, but sometimes it doesn't appeal really to me with the story that it comes out dull and stupid. Director Ari Aster has taken the inspiration from The Wicker Man, which has a similar plot both in a different way. A24 has produced a wonderful collection of movies, but it is unfortunately not their best one.